and welcome to Homorazzi. It is our first episode of October, guys.
Is it October already?
It's
October. I guess so. It's a scary
Wow.
Halloween month.
We just finished summer and now we're like right into fall.
Okay.
I know, and this is what I'm getting. People are already writing me, I've got to slim down for Halloween. I'm like, Pride just ended. Eat a sandwich. And everyone's like, no, my costume, I'm doing topless Trojan warrior or some thing. And they're all like, oh, I got to be really skinny and all abs. I hate everyone. This is the one moment I hated being gay. It's just, you can't
Halloween?
stop. No, not Halloween. Everything. You can't stop. There's always a reason. It's Cinco de Mayo or fucking PV for New Year's. There's no season to get fat.
To be fair, you kind of do that like a few days before Halloween or other things like that.
A
You're
day
like,
is
I'm just
different than, like,
eating
a month.
pickles. right now."
Beyonce super cleansed before
Which
the
is
last.
what? What's the Beyonce?
You know, it's like
super
the cayenne pepper and the lemon and the honey.
it's the master
thing.
cleanse.
Yeah. Well, I think she made it popular, but I did it for 4 days before, and I wasn't losing weight fast enough, so I tripled the order, and I threw up. What is it? Curry powder, Cajun, whatever it is.
Cayenne
pepper out of my nose for like an hour. My garbage can, because I couldn't make it to the washroom, was filled with red. I can't even touch the stuff anymore. It was the worst thing in my entire life. Yeah, don't triple up on the super cleanse. Anyway, that's my
Definitely
update.
not. And you are not wearing a sling anymore.
I'm not wearing a sling anymore.
Oh, your fake injury's over.
No, my real. It's like it's almost completely healed. I have to start physio soon and whatever.
So you'll be able to go back to the gym?
Yes, finally. I'm so excited.
And I went to Vegas, as I told you guys last time. It was a fun trip, but it actually started off pretty rocky.
Ooh, three guys at once?
No, I dropped my iPhone on the way to the airport, so it just fell flat right onto the pavement. I picked it up, and it was totally smashed. So I had to avoid using it as much as possible in Vegas because it was all pool parties. And then, but actually at the airport, it was delayed for several hours because of lightning storms and stuff.
Yeah.
So it was just all starting to get off on the wrong foot, but it turned out to be a great trip. So
Did you get laid?
yes,
Yes, he did.
It stays in Vegas.
He did.
Moving on to some real gossip here, we have Simon Cowell.
Yeah. So the one thing I love about September is Wendy Williams comes back on television, and Wendy Williams is the goddess of everything gossip. So I finally got to catch up on some stuff that we just completely missed. The first one is Simon Cowell's baby drama.
I'm sorry, who missed this? Just because
I
you
did.
didn't know about it.
Well, like I knew that he was having a baby, but do you know about all the drama with
His
it?
best friend's wife.
His best friend's
and they're still
wife.
married.
They're
and he's
still
cheating.
married.
How do you not know
I
this?
had no idea.
Oh God.
Okay, so he always said that he never wanted a child, he never wanted to get married, whatever.
George
fine,
Clooney, blah,
whatever.
blah, blah.
Yeah, we get it. So he got this chick pregnant who ended up being his best friend's wife, and they're still married. And then the best friend found out by coming home, and Simon Cowell was just jumping out of bed.
Oh, I didn't know that part.
Yeah, that's where it gets really skeezy.
Was this before or after all those tabloid photos on the boat and that kind of thing?
After, because they were friends. They all
Yeah, they've
vacationed
always been
together
along.
and everything.
Yeah.
And yeah, so it's, I mean, sure, he got this chick pregnant, but the big drama is that the way that the husband found out.
Plus, they're still fucking married too.
They're
by
still
the way.
married, and she is a mother of a 7-year-old, and I mean, it's so scandal.
Yeah, that's bad.
Who
What
do you
does he
blame in
care?
this? Do you blame Simon? I don't really blame Simon.
I blame
because-
the husband who's not good enough in
I
bed.
blame the wife. I don't
Totally.
I don't really blame Simon because we all know what he's like. We know he's a womanizer. We know he's a skank. But yeah, it's totally the wife.
Totally the way.
Yeah.
Slut.
Well, maybe it's love.
No, it's not. She
It's
just, I
a
mean, she
big
locked him
payday
in.
is what
She
it
locked him
is.
in for 18 years.
Yep.
Well, he's not the only relationship drama going on in Hollywood right now. There's the Khloe Lamar.
I love your eye roll whenever I talk about this
Chloe and
family.
Lamar.
So Lamar is apparently smoking crack, allegedly.
Wow. Allegedly, he's smoking it
No, I don't know. It's
and
alleged.
banging prostitutes, right?
I don't know about
Hooker addiction, I believe, is what I've read.
Well,
I don't know that.
allegedly he's.
Everything is alleged. Everything is
Yeah,
alleged.
just say
We
that
know
and
he went
stop.
into rehab for something, and Chris wants the divorce because it's tarnishing the Kardashian brand.
Oh, of course she does.
Can you imagine?
Is any of this
like
being-
your poor daughter is like going through something awful, and you want her to get a divorce because it's tarnishing the Sears brand.
It's
like,
Chris. If
yeah.
she said anything else, she'd think her mom was invaded by pod people. So, no, this is hilarious because apparently he like left rehab. No one knew where he was. He's wandering the city buying fruit.
I feel so bad because I love them. I love their love. Like they're
The
so.
two of them?
Yes,
Yeah, it
I think
sounds
they're
really
so
special.
cute. I'm like bummed out, but we'll see how that unfolds.
I'm sure we'll see it on the show.
Take a guess.
No,
where
they
that's
don't have a
ending up.
show. Chloe and Lamar, the show
shit,
got canceled
right.
a long time ago. They
Well, the
quit.
Kardashians are still a show, right?
Yeah, but they're not
They'll
really.
take Miami or
They'll-
New York
yeah,
or something else. But
They'll take rehab.
Speaking of
Chloe
rehab,
Lamar take Betty Ford.
speaking of rehab,
Oh, I love our segues. Like, they're so good. Zac Efron.
It's good because everyone's doing drugs right now. So.
Zac Efron, rehab
Cheating and
twice.
drugs.
Did
Cheating
you
and
hear about
drugs.
this?
Yes.
Twice.
Did you hear about this? You sound like that SNL guy. Did you hear about this? Everyone's heard about
you
this.
hear about that?
I had no idea. No one had
didn't
any
either, no.
idea.
Here's what he's in rehab for. Trying to make the papers. That's all this is. They don't even know what he's done or if it's coke
They're
or if
saying
it's drinking.
they're saying booze once, and then he
coke.
went back for coke. He's got a movie coming out.
Thank you. That's what he's got.
He's got a movie coming out.
Yeah,
soon.
no, he's nothing. He's too squeaky clean.
I
Or if it is, he
think
did
that's what they
blow
wanted to do.
once.
They're wanting to bad boy up his squeaky.
100%.
Well, all the girls from Disney do it, so why not get
Yeah.
it?
And they're like reading news reports. He's like, he's once tried Molly, and I'm like, oh my god, show up to
Okay,
one
you know
gay
what?
event
You know what we
and
need
slow
to do?
down.
We need to stop calling it Molly, because that is the dumbest name for a drug I have ever heard.
I feel like it's a straight name. I don't know that gay people call it
Oh my
that. Everyone just says M. Like who says Molly anymore?
Who
so.
says? Oh my
TMZ
Miley
reported
Cyrus
him.
says Molly.
Yeah, really.
I think that's my like.
Least?
I loathe that more than anything in like
In the world.
dance culture right now. Like I
okay.
hate that name. It's
What people
awful.
call ecstasy?
Oh, just call it ecstasy.
Go for it.
Anyway, moving on.
All right, moving on. We're gonna move on to music now. Britney Spears' new song, "Work Bitch," it just came out. It's coming up from her new album. Comes out December 2nd or 3rd, and she also announced Vegas. Let's take a listen to the new track.
You want a hot body? You want a Bugatti? You want a Maserati? You better work, bitch. You want a Lamborghini? Sip martinis.
I heard this when I was in Seattle, surrounded by Britney phenoms, and I liked it. I actually really like the song. I feel, and I say this all the time, I hate pop songs that come out, and I always joke, I'm just gonna wait until it's remixed, because that's what I'm gonna wait. And that's what it is. It's basically already remixed, and that's what I like. I can actually just hear this and dance at a club, and I'm good for it. I think it's funny. I don't think it's hilarious. I think the concept is kind of interesting, but I'm excited to see what the video is.
So she's not singing. Let's be real. She's talking. I wouldn't really call it a song.
Oh my gosh.
But okay, so when I heard it, I was like, it's not bad. For what it's good. I feel like she sat down with her team and was like, so little girls are kind of done with me. The old crowd is done. Like, who am I
the
gonna go
unemployed?
after? I'm gonna go after the gays. And this song was so catered to the
Yeah.
gay community, it's not even funny.
Work Bitch? Are you kidding me? The name alone.
No, my problem with this song is I listened to it, 20 minutes later, I was like, how'd that song go again? Whereas, even though I hate it, Roar and Miley Cyrus's whatever, Molly song, and even Lady Gaga Applause, I listened to it once, and I knew it.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? So that's the problem I have
Well, I
with
think
this
those
song.
songs you can listen to anywhere. The thing I find about
You can't
Work
listen to
It
this
is
on the
this is
radio.
just a gym song or it's the club.
Yeah,
It's
you
like,
can't. I heard it on the radio. I was like, this is weird. They call it
Yeah.
work on the radio.
I know, and that's, you can't say bitch.
So
I
on the
think
radio,
it's
do they say work?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
called work on the radio.
I thought that they would have said work it or something.
No, it's work.
Worse.
Stupid.
No, I could see, if I was a gym person, it being really fun at the gym, and it's definitely just a club song. So.
It's just like whatever. I mean, it's definitely not the second coming that everybody was making it out to be. Not at all. But it's not awful.
Justin Timberlake, her ex, just released TKO.
Oh my God. Let's okay.
Ex. I mean, it is.
Yeah.
Let's take a listen.
Looks right on my eye, yeah, hurt, won't lie, still can't see it, think I saw you with another guy, yeah, fight, knocked down, then I got over you, can't fight no more, you knock me out.
So first of all, let's talk about how pretentious this song is, being 7 minutes and 4 seconds.
all his songs are that long.
I mean, I don't get it. Like, what happened to the nice 3.5 minute song? Like,
Because all you cared about was the radio before. Now it's the radio. You're just on iTunes.
You're on
repeat.
YouTube, and
Yeah.
people are just listening to it in the background. But I mean, it's fine. It's Justin and Timberlake again, and
Yeah.
they're doing their thing. But it's 7 minutes. Like, I literally, I was like 3 minutes.
Oh, I stopped.
I listened to the whole thing a few times, and I actually like this song better.
Where's 21
Who has
minutes?
21 minutes to listen to
Justin
this?
Timberlake.
I've been in your car. You
But not
listen-
even on Justin Timberlake. Like on one
One
song.
track, yeah. Whoa.
That's an album in some
I had to
cases.
decide if I liked it or not, and I like it better than what I've heard from the whole first album.
Spent less time with guys that you banged than 21 minutes. Let's be honest here.
Adam, you know nothing about people that I've banged.
They're basically everyone that
Okay,
I've
we're getting
dated.
off track here. Can we please talk about
Yes.
Justin Timberlake and his awfully
Okay, so this
long
is the
song?
first single off of the second half of his 2020 experience. So that's coming out on September 30th.
Yeah.
And so it'll be interesting to see if the rest of his album actually sounds like this with Timbaland and that kind of
Sure. I just kind of feel, I don't know, I feel like his concert was great. I didn't buy his album. I'm definitely not going to listen to it
No,
if they're
oh
all
my
fucking
God,
7
no.
minutes.
The lyrics were kind of interesting. I'll give him that.
But 3 minutes, girl.
Bye.
Keep it down.
Done.
All right, well, that's all we have for music. We'll be right back to talk about movies.
Big news. I'm going back to Swallow Falls to destroy the Flintstoner, which is creating deadly food monsters who are trying to learn to swim so they can attack Lady Liberty! Hold on, everyone! Ah, there's a leak in the boat! Ah!
All right, the first movie that we're going to check out is Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. And
Part 2?
That was the trailer that you just checked out. And
There's a leak in the boat!
Oh my God.
It's a leak! It's the funniest.
it's super cute.
It is the funniest thing I have ever seen in my entire life.
It's funny.
It's so funny!
I'm assuming you love it,
oh
Mr.
yeah,
Pun.
this is totally up
It's
my
like-
alley.
it's
Oh my God.
super
This is like if
wonderful.
Patrick turned into a cartoon and exploded, is what this movie is. Never am I going to watch this. You take it. You go.
I will definitely go see it for
Absolutely
that
will watch it.
single joke. Like that joke is going to propel that movie
It's pretty
into.
funny.
Oh, it's so good. I don't remember what the first one was. Really, he made a machine. It went up in the air.
Did you watch it?
Yes, I did. I
Oh,
saw
okay.
it. But it's been so long since the first one came
I
out.
know.
I'm surprised that the sequel came out.
I've never
but
heard of this movie.
It's cute.
Okay.
There's a leak in the boat.
Is it for? It's a family movie,
It's a
right? Like
kid's
parents
movie.
can laugh and
Yeah.
take their kids at the same time thing.
Yeah.
It is.
It's that joke. That joke takes it.
Well, like there are funny parts of this. I would never pay to see this. I'm not even gonna illegally download this one. So you.
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
watch
go
it.
see it. I can't wait to see this one. It's gonna be super funny.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, the next trailer we're going to check out is Gravity.
So where's home, Dr. Stone?
Lake Zurich, Illinois.
Is there somebody down there looking up, thinking about you?
I had a daughter.
So this movie, I think, is my most anticipated movie, like, of the year.
Really?
Yes.
I'm not against this, but like, you know, it's just like her moaning for like
It's
an
the
hour
two
and a
of them.
half.
I don't like. it looks terrifying.
You know what,
it does.
looks, like, not terrifying, scary, but like what's gonna happen? Like, you just don't breathe. It's just.
There was a trailer before this that wasn't as good, and it was just Sandra
And you're
kind
like,
of
what is
yeah.
that?
running
And
around,
then
I was-
the second trailer
Yeah.
came out for it just, I can't.
Well, I'm a little worried. They seem to be showing a lot in the other trailers, like, hi, she's suddenly back in the ship. Okay, so she gets back in at some point. Now there's a
There's
fire.
this- there's-
I don't like knowing stuff that's going to happen.
Well, I
don't
do
think-
like to know that she's not just going to be floating around in space the
Yeah,
entire
that there's
movie.
some-
Fair. And I think
going
people
on.
probably bitched that that's what this movie
So
looks
they
like.
needed to
so
put
they
something else
added
in.
a new thing to be like, don't worry, it's not just her in a suit.
It's her and George Clooney.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
the two of them. But it's getting rave reviews.
That's not an easy thing to do. Like, one 28 Hours, whatever, with Franco won an award for what
Yeah.
he was doing, and it's basically the same thing, right?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It looks good. It
looks
To be honest,
terrifying.
being in space freaks the shit out of me as
Yeah.
well. So, spinning around and having no control is. Ugh.
Oh, I'm so excited.
All right, the last movie that we're going to talk about is Don John.
Baby,
What are you doing?
I was just reading emails.
No, you weren't.
She caught me watching porn.
That's it?
Right? Oh!
How do you watch that?
How do you watch all the stupid movies that you watch?
Movies and porno are different, John. They give awards for movies.
They give awards for porn too.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt wrote this. He's starring in it, also with Scarlett Johansson.
I know, how cocky are actors these days,
I was
right?
just gonna say, I'm like, what
Everything's
happened to
all
these
them.
directors?
I kind of picked this one for he looks hot in this thing.
does
like,
look really good.
woof, good for him. Because he's not an insanely gorgeous person. He's just worked out and looks cute in it. It's basically the Jersey Shore turned into a drama, is what I'm understanding about this.
I just don't get these movies that we're picking.
How do you not get them?
Like, I need more cartoons.
You got a cartoon.
I know, I
we
need
gave
more,
you a
like-
cartoon.
like-
It looks good. It's funny. Like some of the jokes are pretty funny, and him like screaming, singing in
Is
his
Scarlett
car. as
Johansson
someone
in
comes
this?
up. Yeah.
Oh, this is the one where they had the press conference and he was essentially like praising her for 20 minutes.
Is that what this was?
Yeah.
Ugh.
That's all I know about this
Well, I'm
movie.
sure he was paid.
And the fact
Other
that I
than-
want to call it Don Juan and not
I know,
Don
so do
Juan.
I. Well, I thought you said it wrong when you said it, actually. So,
didn't.
whatever. I won't go to the theater.
I won't see it.
I don't think it'll be doing that bad though, because he has a lot of fans, and so does she.
Yeah.
It's a lot of gay guys who want to see her breasts and his face.
So weird.
Fine, pass.
All right, well, that's all we have for movies. When we come back, we're going to talk about TV. Welcome back. We're going to talk about TV now. And first on the list, which Tommy hates, is Big Brother. It just finished.
It's finished. Rejoice that it's over.
This is the 5th or 6th time we're talking about this ridiculous.
Oh because things come up. It's not just like,
I'm not even gonna talk about it. So just go.
Congratulations, everyone watching television just breathed a sigh of relief. Anyway.
Anyway, Andy Herron, the gay guy on the show.
Oh, the so gay guy on the show.
Actually won. He won the $500,000. He's 26. He's a public speaking professor. Which actually...
Which, P.S., where? Like, University of Miami? How is that a course?
I have no idea. But we were telling you, there was a
Not
power
sure
couple, there was these certain players, they all got voted out. He was a floater half the time, and then he ended up making it.
I'd argue he did power moves, he lied, he cheated. Basically, he went to the end. There's this trash bag from New Jersey that everyone loved.
Wrap it up,
just eat it, balls. We do your boring too. She just basically bombed her final speeches. She repeated herself, and she's a pageant queen. It was literally those YouTube clips of idiot pageant models, like saying like, and also to America. Oh my God, it was awful.
Going against a public speaking professor.
And he just killed it. And like by speech one that he had, because he had like 8 questions, you were like, done, I vote with him. And you knew where it was gonna end up. It ended up with him. God, he's so gay, and he's got these ears and this pale skin and his hair, and oh, it's just the worst.
All right, we're done talking about that. The next show we're going to talk about is Under the Dome, the show that was on all summer, and let's take a look. Why are you laughing?
We'll tell you.
Yeah.
Okay.
The end is near.
Just like Revelation said it would.
The phenomenal season finale.
Today, Chester's Mill sentences Dale Barbara to death.
The summer's #1 show.
This could be our best shot of getting out of here.
It's the end, isn't it, for all of us?
So, okay, I'll set up this whole scenario for you.
I'm so mad at you to start this.
So when the show started, I was like, oh great, it's gonna be a summer thing, it'll be awesome, there's a beginning and an end, it's something on in the summer. I watched the first episode, I'm like, it's good, we gotta stick to it. Da-da-da. I dropped it after the first episode.
Texting me. Adam,
You gotta
you
watch,
do this.
it's gonna be great, we'll do it together. The girl from Secret Circle gets killed or bashed in the head and kidnapped, it's awesome. Dropped it after the first episode.
I think I watched up to that part where she was trapped in the water.
I completely dropped it. This one.
Then she gets kidnapped and then released and then kidnapped. All 13 episodes.
And then this one calls me. He's like, "Oh, I can't believe this happened." I was like, "You're still watching
Yeah.
the show?"
You fucking kidding me? Our camera guy's watching it too.
Yeah.
He's right on my wall like, the show needs to end, but you're in it.
And then
you're committed to this.
And not only that, didn't it get renewed?
It's not over. The mini series, which is what it was supposed to be, was supposed to end, and I'm like, what is it? Aliens, monsters?
aliens.
Like, don't tell. Well, actually, spoiler
It's aliens
alert.
that
Yeah,
have a
it's
dome.
aliens. I said, it. I just went on the Wikipedia page like you did after
the
minute
first
1.
episode.
Yeah.
So what are those 4 people communicating with the aliens? The
Kids?
Yeah.
Ugh, they're just kids who, you don't even know why they're chosen. There's no reason. They're the youngest people there. They think they're the cutest and they get the most attention from the goddamn viewership. It's awful. I hate it. I can't believe it was renewed.
I can't believe you still watch that
I'm
show.
done. I'm not watching it anymore. Oh, I'm so mad with the show and every actor on it, except for the main guy would probably still bang him. But
He's
everyone
totally
else
cute, yeah.
is very cute.
All right, we're gonna move on to some reality TV now, and first on the list is The X Factor.
So I'm happy this show is back. First of all, both versions are back. The UK version and the US version.
I don't watch the UK.
Oh my god, it's so much better.
I know it's better.
I don't know
but-
why. It's the exact same formula, trodden down kid,
Yeah, and, like, here's the
whatever, so
backstory.
sad story, sings amazingly, but there's something about the US one that just makes me think of like cheap cows. I don't know.
Where do you watch the UK?
What?
You just watch it online.
Yeah.
But I just feel like it's just really cheap and it's just like
Well, it's
farmy.
more production, it's more makeup, it's more...
It just seems so phony. However, this season the judges are so much better.
Are you giving credit to Paulina Rubio
No, I'm not.
or whatever?
No, she doesn't really.
I haven't understood a word she said this entire season.
She looks like.
But Kelly Rowland is amazing.
Kelly Rowland is great. Demi is great.
Demi's
Simon
giving
is
it.
great. I love it because they're not fighting with each other,
No.
which is what cheapened it last season. Was all like the fake fighting. Sure, they'll get in a quip every once in a while, but the judging is actually so good. The UK one, Nicole Scherzinger, is killing it. She is making me laugh every single. She is crazy drunken lady.
Oh, okay.
Who shakes her boobs
So she's
whenever
not
someone cute.
funny or clever. She's like...
No, she's hilarious. You have to watch
On
it.
purpose?
Yes.
Okay.
It's so good.
Okay.
I
I can't take on 2. I'm
which
going to
is
start
so
with America.
which is so interesting because she sucked in the US and then she moved to the UK and she's doing great.
Okay.
I like the UK way more than the US version, but I'm obviously going to watch both.
Any favorites? I've only watched the first couple. Have you watched all of it?
Yeah.
Lily McLeod, the 50-year-old Eartha Kitt.
Oh, I love that she was
black
like,
suit.
how old are you? 54. We literally pause. What?
She was amazing.
great.
And what I really liked about her was the unknown song by basically an unknown singer that everyone just
Alabaster
died for.
House.
I wrote this down. I
Alabaster
had to
Box
cheat
or
because I did an
something.
Alabaster Box by CC Winans. I had to cheat. There's no way I'm remembering that. But she was so good.
Yeah.
And just like out of nowhere talent that isn't like the whole, oh, I've got 7 kids and I'm dying, blah, blah, blah.
I
like,
think,
a little bit
the
realistic.
sob stories are just kind of like, I would love there to be this like awful story and then the person to really suck.
Okay.
That would be funny. But I just feel like the US one is just so contrived.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm still watching it
What else do you
every
know?
week.
All right, next on the list is The Voice.
I just wanted to put this on for the simple reason that Christina Aguilera looks amazing.
You know what? I have called her Miss Piggy more than a few episodes.
She
so,
looks
yeah.
really good. And I just don't like the whole walking on water in the ad Messiah
Those
thing. It's a
ads
bit
are
much.
awful.
But she looks incredible.
She does.
And I know people love giving me flack for calling her too much, but she looks great. She still looks too much. That wig is awful.
And
but
shares
she's-
a mentor this year too, which is kind of cool.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Not with Christina, but with with Blake.
She's a little too Marilyn Monroe from Smash looking for me. I'm just like, get your own look, girl. So pass. But good on being skinny.
Yeah.
All right, that's all for TV. We'll be right back to talk about gay news. Welcome back. We're going to talk about gay news now, and this isn't really gay news. It's just a gay couple that is really annoying a lot of people.
It's news on Twitter and Facebook.
So
and
I don't even know how this story got legs.
Gawker.
So it was on Gawker. It was done by Rich. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, so I'm just gonna call him Juzwiak. That's what it J-U-Z, whatever. So he wrote this article about these couple who was asking people to fund their parents' trip to South Africa for one of their 4 weddings. I don't know.
So one of them lives in London, one of them lives in Texas, and they want to get married in South Africa,
where the one in London is from.
So the one from Texas wanted to
He
family
wants people
parents
to pay for his parents.
Have we
to
said
go
their
to South
names?
Africa. No, I don't think we should.
Okay.
what?
I don't want to Eric Turner and something else. But anyway, so Eric Turner is this fitness model who's just... They're just the worst kind of people.
Too much. Jesus
They
Christ.
are just the worst kind of human being I could have... Like, I have never hated 2 people I will never meet in my life more than these 2.
You just know them from this alone, right?
That's
you didn't
it.
know them before this.
I recognize Eric
I know,
Turner from his awful fitness photo shoots. Like, he's so gross. But like, I can't believe like the gall for someone to ask for money. When in the description he's saying, I as an international model, this and that, and I'm like,
I give so much to charity,
I give
and this
so
is my
much, and
first
this
time
is-
trying to be
be
selfish.
selfish.
Well, the worst part for me was they're wanting to raise $7,000, right? And they're like, well, if we don't get all the way up there, well, at least we'll have a good videographer.
No, they were trying to guilt you. They were saying, at least we can get a videographer so my parents can watch the wedding.
Yeah, it's like,
can you imagine?
I'm just loving every comment that's getting read. Stop spending money on steroids and start spending money on your parents. Just like tearing them down for every flaw
But you
they
know
have.
what? They deserve every
smart.
Well, it was one of them that did it. The guy from Texas, the other guy.
They're partners in life. They're partners in crime.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, we have to go to a country where like gay marriage is. Go to California
married.
or
You're
go to
fine.
New York
You're
or
fine.
go to London. Like go to London where he lives. Isn't it? It's legal in London, right? I don't know.
Yes, recently.
Yes. Okay. Or come to Canada. Like it's cheap to come to Canada.
Yes.
So like I just
We don't want them. Don't come to
You can
Canada.
host their wedding.
I will officiate their wedding and spit in their faces.
Jesus Christ! I did like though when one of them tried to take it back. This whole thing's been deleted, right?
Yeah,
like, they took it
the
down.
campaign's done.
He also.
Well, the campaign is, I don't know. I think
It
they
is.
made, did they get the money that they raised? Did you know how much money they raised?
Like $2,000 or
$3,500.
Yeah.
Some
There's people who
shoot, I
believe
said
in
the bad
love.
word. Some idiots gave him
Who put their
$3,500.
names and wanted to hear a thank you from some fashion model. They no, here's the thing though. He tried to do some sort of retraction and be like, it's just my registry. Like, other people are asking for gold-plated this and da-da-da. I'm like, dude, you put this online for everyone. This isn't just your, 40 guests who you could say, like, hey, don't give us a present. Give us $50 towards our
but
parents.
apparently there was a link to a registry above, too. that
Oh
had a
my
bunch of
God.
stuff.
That's the honeymooner one where they're like, pay for our
Jesus.
safari and our,
Yeah.
I cannot even, I want them to vanish from
No,
gay
anyway,
life.
I think they'll
They're
learn from their
disgusting.
experience. It's unfortunate that their whole entire marriage has been tainted by this.
Good.
But, I mean, I think
get
they'll learn from
divorced.
it, and I wish them the best. I mean, we don't...
What?
Come on, it's like...
Oh, you're such
I
a
don't see
brown
them
noser.
deaf, but I don't. Well,
I kind of do.
Well, anyways,
Maybe
that's
like
all,
a broken leg or something.
that's all we have for gay news, and that's it for the show. So thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next time. Yay! I didn't want to leave it on that, I wish they vanished.
Vanish is fine. You want them to be like that
the way.
Like, to a party.
It's like you are